Have you ever been in a situation where it seemed like you weren't a priority for others? Perhaps you've done something impressive, like completing a task well, sharing a great idea, or providing value only to find yourself unacknowledged. It's tough to cope with, I know. Sometimes, even when you're doing the right thing, acting in everyone's best interest, and being available for others, people might not notice your true worth, or worse, they might pretend not to. Persistently seeking approval from those who don't recognize your value can leave you feeling discouraged, and it's often difficult to turn that around. This feeling can be particularly painful when it involves people close to you, like family, friends, or a partner. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to expect recognition from others because it's beyond our control, and it might never come. Waiting for it only sets you up for frustration. But what if I told you there are ways to make yourself a priority in someone's life and be more recognized? If you grasp and apply the concepts we're about to share, it's possible to achieve that. There are certain steps you can take to ensure that the people you care about see you as a priority in their lives. By following these 9 steps, you can secure a lasting place in their minds and hearts. Now that you're aware of the issue, it's time to transform your approach by learning the solution. Let's dive in. Before we get started, I encourage you to watch this video all the way through. Each step is crucial. Step 1. Instill the fear of losing you. Creating the fear of losing you is one of the most potent psychological tactics to ensure someone views you as a priority. People are often more motivated by the fear of loss than by the potential of gain. If you want someone to prioritize you, they need to feel the threat of losing you. To do this, start by emotionally distancing yourself. Stop sharing your innermost feelings and confidences with them. Balance your time by engaging more with others. This approach will make them feel as though they're losing their importance in your life. It's a powerful technique, but one that must be used carefully. Too much distance, and they might give up trying to win you back. So use this method with balance. Step 2. Limit your availability. The saying, quality over quantity, applies to many aspects of life, including relationships. If you aim to be a priority in someone's life, you might need to reduce your availability. Being too accessible increases the risk of being taken for granted. This doesn't mean you should only be available when it's convenient for you, but rather, if you find yourself constantly adapting to others, it's time to start prioritizing yourself. Sending the message that you have your own life and aren't just waiting around for them will make them appreciate your presence more. Step 3. Maintain an air of mystery. People are naturally drawn to the mysterious and the unknown. This intrigue can be incredibly captivating and often strengthens connections. In relationships, a touch of mystery can work in your favor. If you want to be seen as a priority, avoid revealing everything about yourself too quickly. Drop hints about your interests and hobbies without oversharing. Be vague in your responses and avoid diving too deeply into your past. The aim is to keep the other person intrigued and eager to learn more about you, which will eventually make them see you as a priority. Step 4. Let them invest in you. This step requires careful management and should be used sparingly, as you don't want to push people away, but rather draw them closer. Ask yourself, who is more likely to see you as a priority? Someone who has invested a lot in you or someone who hasn't? The answer is obvious. To become a priority, allow them to invest in you, whether it's time, effort, or emotion. For example, let them spend time with you by turning down plans you know won't be feasible. Show that your time is valuable. Don't always be readily available, and let them wait for you sometimes. This sends the message that you're not just anyone, and they need to make an effort to earn your time. It will make them view you as a challenge and start prioritizing you more. Remember to apply this technique moderately for it to be effective. If you're gaining value already, do well to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our latest videos. Step 5. Prioritize your own needs. Prioritizing your needs isn't about being selfish. It's about not putting yourself in a position where you aren't a priority. For instance, if you know someone won't treat you the way you deserve, why stay close to that person? By surrounding yourself with people who value you, you increase the likelihood of being seen as a priority. Keep in mind that you can't control how others feel about you, but you can control how you feel about yourself. If you want to be a priority in someone else's life, start by being a priority in your own. Step 6. Don't center your life around them. Did you know that people often desire what they can't easily have? The more someone feels they have to work for something, the more they value it. You've probably heard the phrase, "the grass is always greener on the other side." This reflects how people are often more captivated by what they don't possess. This wisdom applies to relationships too. By keeping a certain distance, you make others more attracted to your presence. This sends the message that you aren't desperate for their attention, and over time, they'll appreciate you more. Step 7. Stop always initiating communication. If you frequently find yourself being the one to initiate communication with someone important to you, it might be time to pull back. It may seem counterintuitive, but if you want to be a priority, you shouldn't always be the one reaching out. When you're constantly the one initiating contact, the other person might start taking you for granted, assuming you'll always be there. Instead, stop initiating and see what happens. If they truly care, they'll make the effort to reach out to you. Step 8. Create your own happiness. To become a priority in someone's life, you must create your own happiness rather than relying on them for it. While it's wonderful to have someone who makes you feel good, depending on them for your happiness can lead to disappointment. When you rely on others for happiness, you're not truly living your life. You're living according to their priorities and agenda, which can breed resentment. By creating your own happiness, not only will you be happier, but you'll also appear more balanced and self-assured, which is naturally attractive to others. Step 9. Be willing to walk away. The thought of walking away from someone you care about can be daunting, but it's an important step. By showing that you're not afraid to leave, you communicate that you won't settle for less than you deserve. The right person will recognize your worth and make an effort to keep you in their life. Always remember, your role is to do what's right, which is within your control. You should take comfort in knowing that your actions are aligned with your values. Don't expect constant recognition or validation from others. Give it time, and people will start noticing you for who you truly are. Conclusion. To summarize, these 9 steps can help you become a priority in the lives of those you care about. We've all experienced times when we felt overlooked or undervalued, but it's crucial to remember that our journey is unique, and others' priorities don't define our worth. Instead of letting these moments lower your self-esteem, view them as opportunities for personal growth. The key is to prioritize yourself, take care of your happiness, and eventually others will recognize your value. Even when others don't place you at the top of their list, you can and should make yourself a priority. This isn't selfishness, it's self-compassion and self-determination. By doing so, you'll build healthier relationships, make decisions aligned with your goals, and live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for watching. If this content added any value to your life, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. With that being said, we've come to the end of today's video. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.